On April 12, 2025, America witnessed a blow to its core values. Mahmoud Khalil, a lawful permanent resident, was deemed deportable. This wasn't about unpaid parking tickets. This was about the government targeting an activist. Khalil, a vocal advocate for Palestinian rights, found himself in the crosshairs. His crime? Exercising his First Amendment rights. Khalil's activism, primarily at Columbia University, caught the attention of authorities. His arrest last month sent shockwaves through the activist community. How could a lawful resident be targeted for expressing his beliefs? The answer, it seems, lies in a disturbing trend of silencing dissent. The deportation ruling, delivered by immigration judge Jamie Comins, left many stunned. The speed of the decision raised eyebrows. It seemed predetermined, a suspicion fueled by the lack of due process afforded to Khalil. This wasn't justice. It felt like a political witch hunt. The government, in a thinly veiled attempt to justify its actions, claims Khalil's beliefs threaten U.S. foreign policy. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, in a brief memo, alleges Khalil's associations put him at odds with American interests. This argument, however, ignores a crucial fact. Khalil has no criminal record. He's never used violence or threatened anyone. His activism, while critical of certain policies, falls squarely within the bounds of protected speech. The American Civil Liberties Union, or ACLU, has been quick to denounce the ruling. They argue that it sets a dangerous precedent, effectively criminalizing dissent. The ACLU points to the swiftness of the decision, suggesting it was pre-written and politically motivated. The judge's statement that constitutional questions will be addressed in a New Jersey federal court does little to assuage these concerns. It's clear that the government is attempting to silence Khalil, not for breaking any laws, but for expressing opinions they find inconvenient. This blatant attack on the First Amendment should alarm every American, regardless of their political stance. The attempt to deport Khalil is more than just an isolated incident. It's part of a larger pattern. The government, under increasing pressure to stifle criticism of its Israel policy, is resorting to increasingly authoritarian tactics. Khalil's case is a litmus test, a way for the government to gauge its ability to suppress dissent and enforce conformity. Adding to the concern is the issue of judicial independence. Immigration judges are appointed by the Department of Justice, raising serious questions about their impartiality. The New York Times, in a scathing editorial, noted that Judge Comins risked being fired for dissenting from the government's position. This chilling reality underscores the vulnerability of the judiciary and its susceptibility to political pressure. Khalil himself has criticized the lack of due process in his hearing, highlighting the plight of countless others facing similar situations. His case exposes the fragility of our justice system and the ease with which it can be manipulated to silence those who dare to challenge the status quo. The potential societal impacts of Khalil's case are far-reaching and deeply troubling. If the government succeeds in silencing him, it will set a chilling precedent, emboldening them to target other activists, journalists, and critics. The very fabric of our democracy, built on the foundation of free speech and dissent, is at stake. We cannot stand idly by as our fundamental rights are eroded. We must resist this blatant attempt to silence Mahmoud Khalil and send a clear message to those in power. Dissent is not a crime. The fight for Mahmoud Khalil's freedom is a fight for all of us. It's a fight for the soul of America, a country founded on the principles of liberty and justice for all. We must raise our voices in unison and demand that these principles be upheld. The time for complacency is over. The time for action is now. What are your thoughts? Comment, like, and subscribe.